On this question, they are asking, they're giving us a function, 5 plus the square root of 5x minus 6, and they're asking us to find the inverse function. Now, it's been a while. We've done inverse functions previously. Let me go to the notes with you. Here's the, whoops, that's not the right spot. There it is. Here's the exam. This is the exam 3 notes, which are, I just sent out to your email again, and they're at the top of the Unit 3 module in our Canvas course shell. I just updated those again. And coming on down here, I put in finding an inverse function. So there it is. Let me pop it in here. See if you remember that, because this is not the first time we have done inverse functions. It's the second time. So wait, that is not the right page at all. There it is. There's the right page. All right. Finding an inverse function. This is the exam 3 notes. What do? You invert or switch x and y and then solve for y. So that's how we find, an inverse means an inverting of x and y. So step 1, invert or switch x and y. Switch x and y. Now where's the y? Well, y is right here. That's our f of x. But our function is our y, our function f of x. So we're going to switch these. So x will go out here, and y will go right there. So we inverted, we switched x and y. And then step 2, we solve for y. So it's like there's a wall here separating the left side and the right side, and we are going to solve for the y. And so let's do it. So subtract 5 from both sides. Boom. So we get x minus 5. Bring this down. This is square root of 5y minus 6. Now we're trying to get, you know what the goal is, right? To get y all by itself. We're trying to solve for y. Is saying I want to be alone. Get rid of all this stuff that's with me so that I can be alone. That's what solving for y means. So what are we going to do next? How do we get rid of this square root? We have to get rid of this square root that is over that whole right side. How do I get rid of that square root?
Parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses and the 2 power, huh? We have to parentheses 2 power both sides, and then the 2 power will cancel the root, won't it? Because a 2 power is the opposite of a root. And on the other side, it's x minus 5 squared. Now, you can leave it that way, or you can FOIL it out. Why don't we? No, let's just leave it that way. Who cares? I was just going to leave it that way. It's easier. We don't need to FOIL it out. And then just keep going. We're trying to get y alone. So let's add 6 to both sides. We're almost there. And so it's gonzo. And so 5y equals x minus 5 squared plus 6. And then the last step to get the y alone is divide by 5. And you have to divide the whole left side, the whole right side, right? By 5. And there it is. Y is alone. That is the inverse function right there. And we're done right there. That's the end of the problem. That is the inverse function. That function is exactly the opposite of the original function. And it looks like it too, doesn't it? Right? The original function had 5 added. This one has 5 subtracted of the square root. And this one has a second power, opposite of square root. 6 subtracted, 6 added, 5 multiplied, 5 divided. Everything's the opposite. That's the inverse function. There we go.